My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master, and I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else to find. I have some prayers I want to offer, but I'm going to wait until we have a few more folks in. And so in that time, we're going to start with our energy activation that opens the space. So if you're open to receiving today's energy activation, of course, we'll be tuning in with 1111. If you're open to receiving this Reiki energy healing with crystals, comment 1111 if you're open to receiving. Ari, welcome in. Lisa, welcome in. Okay, my brightness is kind of dim, so I can't read that very well. Hold on. Okay, Dana, welcome. Cynthia, welcome. If you're open to receiving this energy activation, to start off today's live stream, we're going to be diving in with 1111 if you're open to receiving. Lita, welcome. Welcome in, everyone. I'm going to be offering some prayers after we conclude the energy transmission, okay? If you're open to receiving this Reiki energy activation, tuning in with 1111. Welcome in. All in divine timing, Dana. Welcome back. Hey, Dan, welcome in. No, should still be the same. My intention is always that my messages find you at the precise time you need them. Maybe not when you want them, but when you need them. Welcome in, everyone. We're tuning into this energy activation to start these channeled messages today on the 1111 portal with the angel number 1111 if you're open to receiving. After we complete the energy activation, I'll be offering a prayer, and then we'll get into the messages for today. That feels like a nice combination. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for your blessing. Marith Moon, is that? I wanted to say Mary Moon. That's sweet. Welcome in. Thank you so much for your blessing. May your abundance find you tenfold. Welcome in, everyone. We're tuning into this energy activation to start our channeled messages with 1111 if you're open to receiving. Wow. Welcome in, Crystal. Marianne, welcome. (11:11) if you're open to receiving this energy activation. And then we'll get into some channeled messages after offering some prayers. Ooh, that feels good. Thank you, Spirit. Jolene, welcome in. Chicken nugget girl, what's good? Thank you. Tuning into the energy activation with 11:11 if you're open to receiving. Wow, okay. A few more minutes here and then we're going to wrap it up with the energy activation part, so stick around, we're just getting started. Okay. The energy I channel knows me so well. They know how to signal to me completion through the ways that I can understand. And so my palm chakras magnetize to each other to signify the energy closing and the completion of the energy activation. And also I've studied yoga for some time, so holding my hands in prayer feels like a natural conclusion. So, no, you're so right. I did want to light a separate candle for this. Hold on. So, an interesting energy here today. The 11:11 portal overlapping with Veterans Day here in the US as well as in Canada. So before we get started with this reading, I wanted to offer a prayer to all of you who are Army vets, those of you who are veterans, but also those of you who have family members who serve, and even further than that, also to all of you who have lost a loved one in any sort of draft or war. My heart is with you, and if you do resonate with my messages and you do find yourself here to receive this prayer, I'm happy you're here. And so in honor of you, in honor of your loved ones, whether they're here or on the other side, I light this candle in remembrance and in honor of you. It's a nice one with the selenite crystal. May you always remember that the ones who you love that are in spirit are always with you. Always. So it feels kind of bittersweet to be recognizing the 1111 portal today on Veterans Day. So I'm going to be channeling messages that are specific to the portal, and I encourage you to listen to these messages when they resonate. So first of all, let's dive into what this angel number means. 1111. Sorry. Spirit was showing me a lot right before we got on this live, so still a little bit to process, but that's okay. Much the same with all of you here. Taking your time to honor the emotions that arise as they come. So this 1111 energy, it's a symbol of new beginnings, but even more that you are in very deep alignment with your being. And alignment is about more than just manifesting and thinking only about what it is that you want and running towards that. Your alignment is the harmony between your physical body, your heart, and your mind. And I do speak on the heart space as interchangeable with the seat of your consciousness or your soul. So feel free to use terminology that resonates with you. In this 1111 energy, you are reminded of all of the beauty that can come in new beginnings. It's full of potential, it's full of ideas, but even more, it's a recognition that you have already gone through so much evolution that you're ready to be stepping into new timelines. So your experience of time might actually be very interesting coming in and out these days. Like some days things just feel really slow, and other days or other periods of time in your day feel really fast. That's normal when 1111 starts to come around, because it's telling you that your reality is kind of waving, in a sense that you're realizing that certain things that you might have been rigid about are actually more flexible and susceptible to change than you might have thought. And so this might be as it pertains to certain habits or beliefs that you never thought you'd let go of, certain relationships that have been calling for some change. This could also be taking advantage of new opportunities as they come your way. But really, your guides want you to keep an open mind. When you start to see 1111, it's like you're right on target, you're right on the money. You're right in alignment the way you've been wanting to be. And this portal's energy, which is going to last, how long do you think, Spirit? I feel like you're gonna reach ooh, yeah, thank you. You're gonna reach a conclusion around something you've been feeling like isn't so clear in terms of the direction you're supposed to go with it, whether that's a relationship related to career or move. On the 19th, there's something that's gonna clear out and close out on the 19th for you, okay? So just file that away. That's 8 days from now. November 19th, whenever you see this, but give it about 8 days if you're seeing this on a different day. All right. What else do you need to know right now? This is also an energy of being revived. Like so much sweetness and optimism, so much hope being restored in your life. It feels like certain stress isn't bothering you anymore. Yeah, the sage has been doing this all day. So you're seeing it all like come over this way. Because it's indicative of all this energy, all of these old beliefs that are clearing out. You're so ready to unstick the stuck. You're so ready to just be done. You're so ready to just be done. And I feel like for some of you, there's a twofold message here. Some of you have been tussling with how much more work can you do around a particular issue in your life versus how much work you can do to really not focus on it anymore at all and find your peace, create your peace and closure by fully pursuing what's new, what's next. And so this 1111 energy is helping you draw the distinction, to help you draw the lines and get clear about what your boundaries are between those things. Hey, mods in the house, please keep an eye on the chat for me. So, you're starting to become a little bit clearer around what it is that you are really ready to stop fighting with. And there's this energy too about this duality of like I'm hearing like a diamond in the rough, really understanding what are these new opportunities that you're ready to step into? What are these new, what are these things that you're finally allowing yourself to want? What are these things that you're finally allowing yourself to admit you actually want to experience? Because in that, it's also like you're having to sort through all the yuck to really figure out and understand, well, yes, this is what I want. And so shame blocks are something that are coming up for you at this time. Yeah, wow. 10 of Swords and the Moon, all about the subconscious healing. And really stepping out of that old energy, but seeing like that your journey had, wow, you're recognizing why your journey was what it was to get you to walk through this door, to close out these old cycles. That's intense. Like this energy has probably been equally joyous and equally intense. Okay, that is going right in my face, Spirit, so we're gonna put that over there. I feel like you're just uncovering so much beauty and meaning in where you currently are. Like this is really you making peace with your present moment, honoring your needs, again, coming back to that alignment of body, heart, and mind, really synchronizing all of these aspects of yourself to create harmony. And honoring every step that takes you to where it is you want to be. There's a really strong emphasis on regulation here. Like the difference between controlling and discipline. Really, really strong. There's subtle dualities here. Like the difference between, that's so interesting, right? The difference between controlling something, trying to control an outcome, and then what it means to be disciplined. Because I feel like you used to have a very synonymous meaning for these words and these things in your life. Like to be disciplined about something is to really control it. But this air of flexibility, this air of optimism and flow that's trying to move into your life is trying to help you see that you can be consistent and disciplined towards something without placing all of the pressure on yourself to meet certain expectations. Okay? Spirit wants to remind you that the expectations that make you feel disempowered are not coming from them. Spirit, your spirit guides and angels would never try to pressure you or force you into doing something that wasn't in your best interest. And they wouldn't tell you to be very hard on yourself. They're very forgiving and they're very compassionate. And I feel like that's an energy that you're really tuning into as this is opening your heart space wide open. That's amazing. I was getting this message earlier for you about some of these, really old wounds coming up. Like really old formative wounds, specifically as it relates to intimacy in relationships. Some of these being the blocks that you're ready to work through at your own pace. And I feel like a lot of these things were kind of hidden from you, or at least to a degree forgotten, because it wasn't time for you to process the implications that addressing that particular thing has had on a lot of other areas of your life. Spirit isn't trying to waste your time on your healing journey, okay? They want to be very clear about that. So they've been trying to prepare you by focusing on specific things to help you draw all of the pieces together so that when you get to the root of these wounds, you can see how everything kind of just falls into the beliefs that those situations created for you. So you might feel like also that you're being asked to create a lot of space in your life right now. Mindfulness, grounding, self-care. Things that reconnect you with the energy of peace, things that bring you peace, things that bring you joy. Yeah, with the High Priestess coming out, it's like all this stuff that was hidden coming to light. With the moon, I didn't even see the moon on the bottom of the deck again, but I was like, this feels like the moon energy too, and here it is. That's so funny. The moon with the High Priestess, beautiful. Like you're ready to be. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm also feeling like this High Priestess is telling you that your ability to be present is also what's going to help shape things for you moving forward. It's your ability to be still amidst the chaos. Four of Wands. For those of you who are familiar with tarot or you read tarot, typically the Four of Wands is also synonymous with the energy of 1111. It's expansion, literally outgrowing old molds, old realities. This is exactly the energy of why time feels really strange right now. Sometimes it's moving really fast. Sometimes it's moving really slow. It's because you're figuring out how to expand the reality that you've created to actually match you properly. Because it feels like this has been an accumulation of things that you didn't know you'd outgrown. But now Spirit's like lifting the curtain, lifting the veil. Hermit here. Showing you in a place of stillness what doesn't serve you anymore. Wow. so much emphasis in these cards on rest and rejuvenation. 4 of Swords to the Ace of Swords. We also have 44. You could be seeing 44. I was also picking up on the energy of 444, which makes sense because 1111, technically, if you want to be the numerologist or the person who works with numbers that breaks that down into a 4, you can. A lot of people don't because it's a master number, the number 11. But you can, because there are elements of that energy here. It's because you have built a solid enough foundation that things are getting ready to shift. So 44 is about trusting that, trusting your talents, trusting your instincts in changing times, trusting your truths, trusting your light, trusting your knowledge to lead the way. Wow, that's powerful. Trusting that you know how to create this new reality. Well, this is about trusting you, trusting yourself. This is about trusting yourself. You could be seeing 124. That's significant. As well as 222. 222 is also here for you. What else do you need to know about this 1111 portal? Ooh. Okay. Where are we going with this? Oh. Oh. I feel like some of you are a little resistant to surprises. I'm hearing you guys don't like surprises too much. Because it feels like there's something that wants to come in for you that is going to be very spontaneous, but you have to be open to receiving this. And this is more than just insight. This feels like an opportunity or someone coming into play. Yeah, this is, wow. So there's someone in your orbit, or not quite in your orbit, that's in a mentoring role to you. There's someone that you're here, there's someone here that you're meant to learn from, that they're gonna come in. I don't think this is necessarily a mentor. It doesn't have to be a mentor energy. This could be a friend. This could be a new coworker. This could be a new person in your love life. There's someone here who is going to be teaching you something or showing you a different way of looking at things. But it just feels like you're contracted with this person, but you're not, I'm hearing you're not expecting them or expecting this. That's really interesting. Yeah, because they're just showing me in like my mind's eye, they're just saying like someone's knocking on a door and I'm just hearing someone be announced like there's someone here to see you. Like there's someone here to see you. And then you just being like, okay, what? Or like let them in. And then someone just comes in and this person just like, I don't know, is gonna change your trajectory. That's really interesting. But you have to be open to the spontaneity of this. You've been craving adventure. You've been craving adventure, but you have not been open to it. Being in the energy of adventure also means letting go of needing to control how things are supposed to go. Okay? And so that's why we were coming back to this energy before. You brought it together, didn't you? Spirit. That's why they were bringing that message through about the distinction between control versus discipline or consistency, really. So yeah, it just feels like you're learning how to exist in a new reality. Like you're learning to create as you go. And that's taking a lot of pressure off, but it's also That's so interesting. I feel like some of you are really bothered by the silence. You're really bothered by stillness. Like, it really deeply irks you and is unsettling. That's a very strong message for a few of you here. Like, the quiet of nothingness is incredibly disturbing to you. And your spirit guides are trying to help you shift your perspective around what it means to create space in your life. Because there's a very strong difference in the silence of grief than in the silence of love, the silence of connection and knowing and understanding. These are very different things. So your guides in this 1111 energy are trying to show you how to reconnect with what lights you up, what makes you feel connected and tuned in. Not all of you are going to be able to meditate the same way, or at the same way or the same kind of meditation for your entire life. Like, that's not always possible, especially if you're not listening to my video, or if you're listening to my videos, because you guys are on a path of growth that is rapid. A lot of you here, like, constantly working on yourself, constantly looking at these things, constantly wanting to improve. And so there's a little bit of that perfectionism that's coming into play here. But you're just looking for peace. And I feel like you're starting to open up to that being more in allowing than overly exerting yourself or overly trying to achieve or accomplish. Like, I also feel like some of you guys are healing burnout. Like, you are really recovering from a very deep spiritual fatigue, a very deep fatigue. And as an empath, this makes so much sense, you guys. This makes so much sense for you, because you are constantly, as an empath, being subjected to every single experience outside of you in a way that affects your own well-being, and it affects your frame of mind. So all of these messages that are finding you, they're trying to empower you to think about your own perspective. But ooh, that's Spirit's a little sharp right now. They're just saying, if you're not clearing energy properly, you're also going to be drawing in messaging that is reflecting back others' energy that you're holding on to. That's a harsh hitter, but very true. Especially if you're feeling down and drained and you haven't gone through any sort of conscious ritual cleansing, whether that's a Reiki session, whether that's cord cutting, whether that's grounding or a spiritual bath, whatever it is that you do. If you need help with that, book with me. My website's fromspiritforlove.com. This makes it really hard for you to discern messages that actually resonate with you, because as an empath, you're so used to carrying everyone else's stuff that it becomes familiar to you to the point that you just think that it resonates. But it's just reflecting back to you what you've been carrying. And so the point of stillness, the point of your meditations, the point of your healing journey is to recognize, well, where am I under all of that? Where are you? Where do you really stand on certain things? Where have you been conditioned to just go with what everyone else is doing? All these kinds of things are really piling up on your plate. So if you've been called to deep rest, if you've been called to deep meditation, yeah, take my Reiki course. I will literally teach you how to alchemize anything. I will teach you how to see where you are taking things on that don't belong to you, and also how to change those things, not just for yourself, but for others. It's heavy. I know. I've been there. My cleansing is like crazy. The amount of work that I have done to get to this point where I feel like I know what I actually think about everything in my life versus what everyone else is placing on. Norman, you bless me abundantly. I am so grateful for you. I am so grateful for you. If you're open, I would love to charge a healing prayer candle for you specifically, okay? I want to give back to you. You blessed me so much, okay? If you're open, just let me know. But Julia, see, that's such a huge thing too, right? To know what is actually your intuition versus what is everyone else thinking. What is actually the truth of your experience versus what is being projected so intensely that you feel like you don't even know where you are. That shit sucks. It's hard and it's heavy and it hurts. So you have to hermit hardcore when you go through all of these changes, because Spirit's trying to help make sure your energy is stable. It's normal to be tired after you're releasing energy. That is so normal. Constant burnout, not normal. Everlasting adrenal fatigue, not normal. Remember, at times also, like, it's so, I know that it's frustrating for me, so I can only imagine how frustrating it is for you when I'm like, oh my God, I woke up today, was going to be a great energy day, and then the collective energy hits and it's just like, oh my God, there go half my plans. I gotta retreat. I gotta think about this. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna help Gaia transmute. I gotta think about what else I'm gonna do for the collective right now. Like, you see, this is oh my gosh, it all comes together, right? You're trying now to honor the fact that you're supposed to be working in tandem with these collective energies and not at odds with them. And that they actually are here to serve you. And they actually are, yeah, they are here to help you. But it doesn't always feel like that because it feels counteractive to the things that you are wanting to pursue and wanting to create. 1111 says, listen up. Listen to your guides. If you feel like you need to be doing some extra cleansing, do some extra cleansing. If you've been over there like, dang, I really think I got to book a reading. You got to book a reading because that's your spirit guides saying, hey, listen up. We're here to help. Okay? Take your time. Empaths, this process of regulating yourself, of coming back to knowing who you are, how you really feel about things, what you really want, it takes time. It takes time. And sometimes the most you can do is just let the emptiness hang, let the silence hang, and just sit in it and say, okay, well, this is what it is right now. This is what it is right now. Please stop being so hard on yourself. Spiritual beings, empaths especially, you must prioritize your physical well-being, even more so than the psychic stuff. I know that's what you feel drawn to most of the time because you're very in tune and you want to understand why all of this is happening the way that it's happening. You must prioritize your physical health. You must prioritize taking care of yourself. Rest and recovery are the basis for any solid foundation that you're trying to build in your nervous system, okay? And it's for the longevity of your health. I don't know if you guys have read any of like the books on psychism from 1920s and earlier. Everyone says, focus on your physical health. Focus on your physical health, and then things will start to open up for you because you're balanced and regulated in your being, which means that you can discern what is yours, what is not. Take your time. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to our soul tribe. My name is Julia Rose. I'm so happy you're here. Subscribe to my channel. Stay notified as to when I upload and when I go live. I'm here for you. What else do you need to know about this 1111 portal? Oh, strong protection at this time. Lots of protection. Deirdre, hi. God bless God. Ever evolving Erica, hello. I feel like, oh. Occasionally we sidestep her to speak about things that she cannot pull out of the air, like she does with everything else. Everything else we give her to translate to you. Your journey is opening up so fantastically, and there is such a beautiful energy of abundance and opportunity encoded in this angel number 1111. As long as a strong protective energy is remembered, you must remind yourself at all times that amidst these changes, you are surrounded. You are surrounded by divinity. You are surrounded by protection. You have all of the help available to you that you could need. You just need to reach out for it and ask for it. 1111 is a reminder to trust in the things that you cannot see quite yet, but to believe that these beautiful things that you desire, even if it's not knowing exactly what it is to you, but that you can feel in your heart, knowing what these things are to you in feeling, that's the most important part. So you are creating time to experience those emotions internally, from the inside out, so they can then manifest around you and draw in like vibration. A lot of you are also recovering from burnout, from carrying burdens for lifetimes that were not yours. Trust this process of release and nourishing, and take it one step at a time, one day at a time. It's common to feel in that energy like time is against you. But all you have is time. And there is so much of it to help you accomplish and create what it is you want to experience. So there's no need to get down on yourself or hard on yourself about the things that have not happened yet. If anything, you're being made aware of the beliefs that you carry that are not in alignment with what it is you really want. And that's why at times there is an element of shadow work that comes into play with this energy, with these activation codes of the 1111 portal. Of course, there's much more taking place in the collective astrology of this particular period in time, which is also influencing this energy, but it's all according to divine will. It's all according to the soul plan that you created when you decided you wanted to come and incarnate in this life, in this reality. You committed to what you wanted your light to be. And you wanted to be present here and now. You knew it wouldn't be easy, but you also knew it wouldn't be impossible. It would take focus, dedication, consistency, not control. You're ready to open up and expand your reality infinitely greater than what you've currently been experiencing. And so you're being made aware of certain fears that you're ready to release. Old experiences that don't serve you, that are no longer relevant to the identity that you've created today. Why do you need to hold that anymore? You have not been that person for a very long time. But it's time that you remember that. So again, return to an open mind, return to an open heart, to see your reality as it currently is right now. When you believe in lack, you will see and create it. When you believe in abundance, you will see it and create it. There are so many realities and so many possibilities that exist to you right now in the quantum energetic field. It's just a matter of what you focus on that starts to resonate back to you through physical form. So as you're being called to release and confront certain things, you're also being made aware of just how much you value the things you truly want. You cannot have one without the other, for they are inseparable. Because what you do not want shows you exactly what you do want. And therefore you need one to see the other. Honor this duality of your journey. Honor the duality that makes you you. That you are not broken. You are more than a sum of your parts. You are the container and the compass. And life is an experience for you to create and walk through. And these things that you desire, they're also aging like fine wine. The longer it takes for them to be cultivated, the sweeter the reward. You're creating stability when all you've known is triggers and reactions and instability, hypersensitivity, and an overactive nervous system. You're learning how to balance space and stillness. Of course, you're hypersensitized to fight or flight, to panic, to overwhelm. Naturally, rest and peace feel boredom. It feels like boredom. That's also part of the process. That's also part of the journey. It doesn't mean it's not working. It means you're exactly where you need to be to reset your nervous system, to heal and release what is no longer yours to carry. Letting go creates space for what it is you really want. And 1111 is here to show you the beauty in how endings create beginnings and usher you forward into the future. You're getting really good at manifesting, you know, but you don't believe it yet. You will soon. Because again, it's your beliefs that dictate your experience. If you don't believe that you can manifest, you won't be able to call in the things you desire. Stillness creates room for possibilities. It's the opportunity or the doorway into change. And you're ready to ascend. 1111 is another marker of this ascension for you. Because again, you're learning how to release energy that does not belong to you. Things that you decided before you got here to this human body, this human form, that you were going to release and let go. You forget that your plan comes with a lot of details. But you're supposed to forget. Because you have free will. The greatest joy of your evolution is that you get to choose to change. You get to choose to shift your beliefs and release and let go. You get to choose to believe that miracles are abundant and an everyday reality. You get to choose to believe that your manifestations are absolutely possible and inevitable. You get to choose to believe these things. Creating space, creating stillness, embracing that rest or nothingness, as some of you might call it, opens you up. Every fiber of your being lets go of memory when you embrace stillness. It is quite literally healing you at a genetic level, at a cellular level, to be present, to be open and still in the here and now. Of course, sometimes it takes a little more than that. If these are deeply lodged emotions, deeply lodged beliefs and truths, deep scars. But again, take your time. You have the most of time. Welcome to the beginning of your new reality. If you're open to walking through this portal and stepping into your future, all you have to do is declare it. I'm ready for my future, and I am at peace with my past and present. Affirm them. I am ready for my future, and I am at peace with my past and present. And who knows what could come of that? There's a whole world of opportunity out there for you to explore. And creating stillness in the body allows you to see new pathways, to get creative and think outside the box. A whole new world is opening up for you, and it's time to let it in. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Yeah, they don't always tell me, they just kind of boot me out the way. And that's okay. Is there anything else you'd like me to close out this message with, Archangel Michael? Okay. Oracle cards from the Essential Oil Oracle deck. Archangel Michael pulled some messages from this deck of cards the other day, and they really slapped. They really, really were the correct energy. So I'm excited to see what Michael wants to pull through right now. Thank you. Oh yeah, wow. Even on the bottom of the deck already, we have grounding. I know it's backwards, sorry. It says rooted. This is root chakra energy. Trigger statement, I am somewhere else. True statement, right here, right now. Everything is perfect. Allow your energy to shift to the material plane where it is needed to help you complete what you've set out to do. Grounding, making peace with your body, mind, and soul. Ooh, wow, Michael. Okay. Solar plexus healing. Self-worth is this theme. The trigger statement is, I am disgusting. True statement, I am a miracle. Please be gentle and love yourself. Provide your body, mind with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. Okay. They're like, that's what we want. All right. Which one's next? Ha! Wow. Solar plexus healing. Theme, destiny. Trigger statement, I am lost. True statement, I do what I love. There is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Resilience. Solar plexus healing again. Trigger statement, I need to control. True statement, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. These changes will take you even closer to where you're meant to be. And bam, this is the last card. No, these cards, they really know. Michael, this is crazy. This is sacral chakra healing. Themes of cleansing and detoxification. Trigger statement, I will never change. True statement, in each moment, I am a new me. You are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your highest good. And he's saying on the bottom of the deck, wow. Yes. Heart chakra healing. The theme is hope. Trigger statement, I will not forget. True statement, I open my heart. Release the suffering and take another step forward, sweet one. With each step, you will see more light and healing. Wow. Wow. All right. Michael's telling me that's the message. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Rose, and I'm so happy you're here. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Join our soul tribe here, From Spirit for Love. Yeah. I'm so grateful for all of you who came out tonight. And if you want to catch a guided meditation that Archangel Michael actually facilitated, I recorded that over on Patreon. It's about a 40-minute meditation. You can join my membership through the link in the description box below. Well, welcome in, welcome in. If you are inclined towards a personal reading and you've been on the fence, should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I? You should book a reading with me. The link to my website is in the description box below. And I do half-hour and hour-long readings as well as email readings. So if you'd like to check out what I've got to offer, it's all there. I also do a bunch of very intentionally curated Reiki sessions to help you address specific issues in your life. So I don't know other healers that do Reiki like that. So, I mean, if you're curious about a different style of things, definitely check it out. Yeah, and I'd be curious to hear what you think about it. I also teach the style of Reiki that I channel, which is Kundalini Reiki system. This is a unique healing method that incorporates Earth's energy, my own personal life force, as well as source energy. And they all combine together to amplify and clear, release, manifest, whatever it is you're looking to really do. So if you'd like more information about that course, you can check out fromspiritforlove.com/KRS for Kundalini Reiki system. Thank you for diligently dropping those links, Lisa. I appreciate it. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I love you dearly, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye folks. Take care. Have a beautiful night.